Marianne Mason is smart, she is beautiful, and she has changed higher education in America. As a scholar, author, and as UC Berkeley's Dean of the Graduate School, she changed the system by looking at the whole individual, the family, and the community.
There are very good models. Now, it's always true that no country is exactly like your country, but what other countries have done, most notably, I think France actually is quite a model in this direction, and the Scandinavian countries, of course, we know about. Their culture has moved in this direction for a long time now. They've had, for instance, they give baby bonuses to everyone. It's not just for the very poor, because babies and families are important, and everyone gets free health care, but everyone also gets free, not free, but inexpensive child care from early days on, and good free public schooling. So they have a commitment to their society putting their efforts into maintaining the family in all ways. And this also accommodates working mothers, partly because they know they need the working mothers for their economy. Germany just recently is really finally coming to put in a lot of family-friendly policies in place, largely because they want to get the women more involved in the workplace, because they haven't got enough workers and they're pushed to it by that reason. In America, we've always assumed that people take care of themselves. It has to be a personal solution. But there are many things we can't personally solve. It has to be done at a different level. We can't personally solve a workplace that works 60 hours a week and will not accommodate for children. We can't personally solve the fact that we don't have medical insurance for children if we leave our workplace. There are many things that need to be collective decisions. There's a certain amount of individual effort and imagination that we can each use, but the large structural things have to be attacked in a collective way.
And you say that's the task of the pioneers' daughters and granddaughters.
Yes, and of course, it's their task to get the message out. The people that will make it actually work are the politicians and others, but there doesn't seem, again, even to be the political will for my daughter's generation
well, and
to get together.
Politicians follow, they don't lead.
Exactly. So they have to demand it, and there hasn't been the demand.
But I also want to give credit where credit is due. I am very impressed with what you personally and with the people you work with at Berkeley have been able to accomplish. Both within the institution itself, the family-friendly, but it's much bigger than that.
Yes, it is.
Family-friendly, it doesn't begin to cover the subject. And what you call restructuring the workplace.
Yes.
Which is, what you apply across the board. But you not only have written about it, you've actually participated in making the kinds of changes at Berkeley, but not only at Berkeley, but at other higher institutions. And part of it, I'm sure, is the competitive.
It is.
But that to me is a cause for hope. And it also means we don't have to dump the whole burden off on your daughter.
Well, good point. Good. Because she's not willing to take the whole burden. But it also shows that it's possible to be done, and it's not, you don't really have that much counterforce, because everyone recognizes that it's a useful thing to have. And once you bring it up, of course, you have an enormous amount of support from working parents at the university who see this as, why didn't this happen earlier? Or people who have had to drop out of the university world. If only they'd had this in place, I could have helped. And I particularly started with my graduate students, because we did a survey which showed that they changed their goals from the beginning. Men and women at the beginning of their career, more than 50% wanted to be professors at major research universities, and another 27% at four-year colleges. But after a couple of years as a PhD student, they said, hell no, I don't want that life.
Right.
This is just too difficult. I don't see how I can not take a break. And women, particularly, when they're more likely to change their goals away. And the main reason was, I don't see how I can fit a family into this. So we tried to make it possible for them to see being possible as parents when they're graduate students and as assistant professors and all the way through.